Well, hello there, and welcome to Fashion Flair Friday. Today is Friday, March 24th. And so, my goodness, here we go, right into spring. Um, I'm going to hold on just for a second here and wait until a few people have an opportunity to get on. And how are all of you? I should ask those of you that live in California. I can tell you that I am really happy that the rain has stopped temporarily. And I say temporarily because we are supposed to have another storm next week. But yeah, it was so wonderful. My husband and I actually went up to our daughters. We have two daughters that live, one lives in Campbell, one lives in San Jose. And we went up to visit them and some friends and got away from worrying about trees and rain and loss of power. So, anyway, I'm happy to be back, however, and it's sunny today and just absolutely glorious. So, here we are talking about spring. And I see I have a few people here, so the rule is that when you come on, you have to say hi to me. So I know you're there. So just say hi, Marion, and I can see you, not see you, but I can at least respond to you. Now, if you happen to be watching this on replay, then always put the hashtag replay in so that I know you have been here, and always like to monitor, how much interest we have in the group. So that helps me a lot. So today, I want to talk about what I'm seeing in the stores for spring events. And I don't know about you, but I think this is the time of the year kind of where our social calendars pick up a bit from all the post-holiday slump. And so now it's like almost April, and the baby showers are starting, or the weddings, or the luncheons, or the graduations. I have a grandson that's going to be graduating in June, so I'm real excited about that. And then we're also seeing cocktail parties and still some black tie events, special events. So, what I was observing now is what is happening in the marketplace and what are the trends that I am seeing that we could call, special, not special event, but event kind of trends and event types of clothing. So I've noticed about 5 key trends that I want to tell you about today. Now, some of us may want to make a, real statement with our clothing or our outfit for whatever we have going on. And then there are going to be others of us that are always looking for staples that we can mix and match to give us more versatility, but yet keep us current with what's going on in style and fashion today. So we're going to find everything from neutrals and tailored dressing like what I have on today, or we're going to see that dopamine dressing, that wild, crazy color and pattern and cheerful prints. So you can really find whatever is going to suit your style personality. And you know that, I'm a real believer of having your style recipe identified so that when it comes to a new season like this, you can really decide, all right, does that fit, or does that combination of pieces really fit my personality, to be able to express my personality, but also just my preferences. So let me take a look and see who is here. Diane Glim, yes, dopamine dressing. I'm going to show you a few things today. And Sylvia, hey, good to see you. And Betty, yes, feeling ready for spring, aren't we? Let's put the darn umbrellas away and the, rain boots and get rid of it. So anyway, let's start with the first, and I have some pictures here. I had fun actually pulling pictures for you. So the first trend is what I'm going to call sparkle and shine. And I don't mean the car wash, okay? What I mean is that shiny fabrics are everywhere. Shiny everything is everywhere, both for daytime as well as for evening. I'm seeing things like glossy satin blouses, skirts, slip dresses. Oh my goodness. So satin, if you've got some satin blouses that you may have tucked away in your closet some years ago, well, get them out, see if they're going to still work for you, whether they fit you this year. And if not, there are many, many choices in the marketplace right now. So glossy satins, a big hit. And you see, you can take this into work. You can take this out to dinner. You can dress this up. You can dress this down. And of course, finding a color that really works for you. In this particular case, this woman's eyes are the exact same color of this blouse. And so, boy, what a perfect piece to pop her eye color. So that's one example of sparkle and shine. Okay, another would be all of the, what I would say, the lame kinds of dressing. So we can see here, this is in sort of a coppery, but the sparkle and the shine, do you see? And this would be a beautiful statement for a special occasion. And then we know that probably that silver is really the metal of the year. And now we're seeing it actually in dresses as well. Now this might be a little bit much for me, but on the right person, oh my goodness, would this silver dress be gorgeous. Here would be another example of a gorgeous silver dress. So you're going to notice as you look through retail sites or you go into stores, you're going to see a lot of this sparkle and shine, and you're going to see it in silver, you're going to see it in gold, you're going to see it in copper, you're going to see it in rose gold. So whether it is, again, a piece, meaning a blouse, or whether it's a full-on dress, that would be the decision for you to make in your closet. This particular dress, I think, is beautiful as well. More sparkle and shine, but this is done more in the rose gold. So beautiful and so feminine. Now you add sequins on top of that, and I'm seeing sequins even in blouses for daytime. So for those of us that love sparkle and shine, this is our season to buy a piece. You could even do something like this necklace. You see it's got a sheen, it's got a shine to it. It's glossy pearls, but this would be one way that I could bring an outfit current and up to date with my sparkle and shine. All right, so that is the first trend that I'm seeing. The second trend that I'm seeing is what I would call kind of that goddess vibe. A lot of asymmetrical angles, a lot of one shoulder look, as well as the off the shoulder look. So remember last week we talked about the color green. So look at that gorgeous dress. Maybe you are the mother of the bride, or you have a black tie affair to go to. Look at that. So there's the angle across the shoulder, and there is the one shoulder that is bare. And yet still, I think this is modest and yet very, very glamorous. So goddess vibes really are going to, people that are going to be attracted to this sort of look are going to be the style personality that has some drama in them, but also has some femininity as well. Here would be another example. Now this here is combining actually a couple of our looks, because this has got that satin look, it's got the angularity, it's got the one shoulder. So we've got a lot of little trends right packaged into one look. So a beautiful piece. Now, the angles could also be like what you see here on the shoulder. So kind of the cutaway up to the neckline, but you can see the angularity of the design and the cut of that dress. And we are seeing the goddess vibe in all different lengths. So this one would be the knee length, and we've seen the maxi length, the full length. We're going to see the midi length, and actually for the younger women, we'll see the mini look as well. Now, maybe you don't want to do a dress, but you want to do something for evening. This would be a beautiful way to do it. Again, it's very sensual. So again, the woman that has that sensuality or that drama. And look at this. Here we have the satin look again. So you can see prevalence of all of these trends in different ways in different pieces. So this particular dress is definitely more feminine, isn't it? Because you see the feminine pattern, you see the feminine sleeve, but you also see the drama of the neckline. So there you see the angularity of the neckline. You're going to see a lot of V shapes and deep V's. Again, for that more goddess sort of look. But now this is something, if you felt like that V was too deep for you, you could put a little camisole underneath it and you would feel, maybe a bit better. But isn't that a beautiful piece as well? So just again, just think of the goddesses that you know or that you've read about in history and think about them in some of these pieces. Here is another example in a blouse. Same kind of a look. See the deep V again, but look at the beautiful print. And you may note that you've probably heard me say it one time or another, that if you are small busted, a V neck is not your best neckline, that you're better having your neckline up a little bit higher. But I think what accommodates this very nicely is even though this woman is smaller busted, the flow or the fullness of the fabric really adds a little volume, and I think that really kind of balances the small bust. So beautiful piece, but look at that, simple, paired with a pair of white denim or white pants or white linen pants for summer, a beautiful piece. So if you have a little touch of femininity in your style personality and maybe a bit of drama, a tad of it, a twist of it, then you can see how this fits into that style recipe. All right, so that is the second trend. So first trend is the sparkle and shine. Second trend is the goddess vibe. Third trend is feeling blue. So that's why I am wearing my cobalt blue jacket today. Now, you've heard about magenta being the color of the year, and you've seen it everywhere. But I also want to tell you that blue, feeling blue, is blue and kind of the, what do I want to call it? The acid green are two really vibrant colors that you're also going to see this year. So color, 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 and that dopamine sort of color. So here would be an example of a beautiful way to do a classic dress. This dress could be worn for work. It can be worn for dinner. It can be worn for a special occasion. And you can put a jacket over this very beautifully. But this is a bold and kind of dynamic color and really fabulous. All right, now you could do it also in a summer dress. So this could be a cover up for a swimsuit. This could be, a mini dress if you're going to a warm weather spot, but fun and casual, but there is the color. Here would be another example of that shot, that pop of color. And this again, look at how beautiful that is, just worn over white. For a luncheon, for a baby shower, for work, whatever, again, your event happens to be for the year. Now, the other color that I mentioned was the acid green, and there you go. Pay attention to how much you are seeing of this. So this is a green that has a lot of yellow in it, or a yellow that has a little touch of green in it, but beautiful. And it's the color that makes this dress, because look how simple that dress is, but it's the color that really makes it be a standout. So that's what these bright colors do. They can stand out, make you stand out, even if the cut of the garment is very simple. So what I have on right now is just a simple blazer jacket, but it's the color that gets the attention, not the cut or the silhouette of the garment. Now here is something much more casual, but look at the fun detail on the sleeve, and look at that fun color just paired over an olive green pant. So again, taking an olive green that could be in your closet as one of your neutrals and adding this acid green over it, and now you've really freshened up the look for the season. So that is the third trend, the feeling blue/green, and have some fun with the bold colors this particular season. The fourth, I'm calling it Jump to It. I have bought my first jumpsuit and I'm excited about it. And I wanted to show you that if you don't love showing your legs, now I don't mind showing my legs, but a lot of times I don't like wearing dresses actually. Probably because I get a little cold when I'm in a dress. My legs get a little cold. So a jumpsuit is a great thing to wear, number one, if you don't like your legs, or number two, you just want the comfort and the warmth of something more on your legs. I think jumpsuits are a great thing to have in the closet, at least one. Just make sure that when you buy the jumpsuit that you make sure how you get in and out of it, if you have to go to the bathroom, is going to be easy for you. So if you've got a zipper that goes all the way up the back and you need to go, to the ladies' room, you may have a little difficulty getting that zipper down. So pay attention to that. All right, so here is, I think, just a real simple example of a jumpsuit. We're seeing jumpsuits in linen, in cottons, in velvet even, in lame, in sequins. So again, the trends, we're seeing in bright colors, but I think this is such a fun piece, and the piece that I bought looks very much like this. So I'm a little partial to this picture, but I can go ahead and add some, great shoes with it. I can add boots with it or booties. I can put on a great necklace. I can add a handbag that's got some color, or a pair of shoes that have some color to really pop this classic basic black. All right, the other thing we're seeing a lot of this year, even for mothers of the bride, is this type of a jumpsuit where underneath you see the leg, but on top, look, it closes up almost like a skirt. So there we see some angularity. We see, just a classic, beautiful look. And then we can also get very casual. So two very casual looks, if you're going to be traveling or you're going to be on a plane. Although remember, it has to be easy to get in and out of. If you get into that airplane bathroom, you don't want it puddling on the floor, that's for sure. But I love this look. Maybe we're heading off to Hawaii in a few weeks, and this for me would be a great look. I haven't bought this, but I certainly love it and would consider it. And add a pair of espadrilles with it, and you are ready to go. Here is another example of what I could do. in Hawaii too. You know, a big, bold Hawaiian print in a casual cotton fabric, and you know, easy slip on, easy slip off, just right over the shoulder. So again, you know, some of us have to be concerned, however, with our bust, you know, that they aren't quite where they used to be, or maybe they're too full for this kind of a dress. So, you know, think about your body and your figure, obviously. But I think this is just such a cute and more of a lantern pant, kind of a balloon pant, but a wonderful summer outfit. This could also be something that you slip over a bathing suit as well. So jumpsuits are a big deal and a great, you know, alternative to a dress. All right, the fifth trend, and I don't know if any of us are ready for this, but it's a big trend. And a lot of the younger people are adopting it because they've probably never done it before. But those of us, you know, that have been around for a while, we know about crochet, don't we? But this year, crochet, crochet, crochet. And look at that. Is that beautiful, though, that color? So, you know, crochet is something that the boho style personality definitely is grabbing onto and loving. And boho style is, you know, it's around almost every year. But this season, we're seeing it taken to the extreme, the crochet in a full length dress. Look at that. Now, this might be something that some of us would consider. Look at doing it in a little bit. How about doing it in this particular top where the crochet is, you know, is all over, but it's only the top. So I think that's a fun look. Or if that's even too much for you, then you could go ahead and do this with a cotton and just an inset of the crochet as well. So what is, you know, your style personality? Would you go full length dress? Would you go to the shell, this beautiful full on shell in crochet, or would you do just a touch of it? One way you can do it is you can do it with a belt in a small way. It's a fun way to add something to your whites or your linens or your blacks. You could do it in a hat of some sort. You could do it in a handbag. There are lots of ways that you can add a little touch of boho to your look, a little touch of crochet, if you know that in your style personality, there's a little bit of that there for you. And for me, I do have a touch of boho. I don't love the crochet, but I love the look of the boho look. And I might do that hat. I might do that belt. And that's probably as far as I would go. So there you have it. Let's see who is here. Oh, Wendy, good to see you. Love the cobalt blue. Of course, that is one of your best colors. And where are your favorite places for beautiful, chunky necklaces these days? Oh, you know, I don't know that I have a favorite place. I just like to, what I like to do is I like to get on retail sites. I like to go into their jewelry header and then just, you know, over to the side, it'll say what style are you looking for, and, you know, click on the signature or click on the color and then just go from there. I don't have one favorite place. I'm a big online shopper. And so I really buy a lot of my stuff online, actually. Down here in Carmel, you know, you might go into some of the boutiques. Of course, Chico's always has big, chunky jewelry. So that would be certainly a place to start. But there are just so many other options, and it just, you know, you can even go to Nordstrom's. You can go to Madewell. You could go to, let me think, what would be some of the others that I could think of. Even White House Black Market sometimes has them. Even Ann Taylor sometimes has them. So it's not just one place that you can find them. Everybody does a little bit of it. You just have to decide, well, where do you like to shop? And if anybody has any suggestions, if you have found any great chunky jewelry, go ahead and put that in. Okay, Diane Glimpse at Anthropologie. Absolutely, that works too. So it's really just a case of, keeping your eye open, seeing what comes across in your mailbox, what comes across your computer screen, and have some fun with it. So I think, finding treasures really takes research. And so I'm all over the research, but I'm always all over the research based on what I am just taking note of as I see things come across my computer. So, sorry, not a specific answer for you, but hopefully that just gives you some encouragement to spend a little, maybe 30 minutes once a week. Have some fun on a Saturday or Sunday. Have a little break time and do some research. I've been doing some research for some clients on shoes, on espadrille shoes, and on boho kind of bags, which would be either the woven leather or the raffia type of bags. And I'll tell you, it took me quite a bit of time to really research and to find what I was looking for. Almost an hour and a half just to do that, because I was looking for something very specific, and I had a need for this client for something. So I just got online and just had some fun with it, and I encourage you to do the same. So when I'm working with my clients and when I'm shopping with them, whether it's online or in person, it's all about the research and finding the specifics of what's going to work for that client style personality. So how about any of you? Do you have any favorite places that you like to shop, or that you enjoy actually looking at online? Anybody? Any favorites? There are so many. There really are so many because, unfortunately, our brick and mortar stores are kind of crumbling. And so everybody is definitely moved online, and it's convenient. And so the retailers are taking note of that, and more young, new retailers are popping up. And one of the things you can do is just in a Google search, you can just put, some keywords of what you're looking for and see what pops up. You'd be really surprised. So, just to recap, the 5 key trends that I'm seeing for spring event shopping right now are: number 1, the sparkle and shine; number 2, the goddess vibe; number 3, the feeling blue or the dopamine dressing; number 4, the jump suit, jump to fit; and number 5, the cool crochet. So those are trends. It doesn't mean that you have to adopt any of them if they're not for you, but they're prevalent in the marketplace. And if any of those 5 actually appeal to you, keep your eyes open, have some fun with it, maybe put your toe in the water and try a less expensive piece or a smaller piece. Adopt it, see how you feel about it, and then you can decide if you want to do more. So that is it. I hope you've got some inspiration from these fun and feminine, and in some case a little sexy look for all the upcoming spring events that you have. And I know I've got a baby shower to go to, and I've got a graduation to go to, and I've got a vacation to go to. So I'm having some fun looking at all of these things, and I hope you do too. So that's it for today, my friends, and I look forward to seeing you back next week for another edition. And as I always ask you, if you've got things that you want me to talk about or you've got a question, so for instance, a question might be, where do I find, my kind of jewelry, Wendy? Then that would be something that you would, just let me know that you want me to talk about that, and then I can create a Fashion Flair Friday for you. So that's it. Let me know your requests, and thanks again for being here today, and I'll look forward to seeing you next week. Okay, bye now.